This is the Enigmatic 82 Overdrive Special Amp from Universal Audio. It's a Dumble in a box. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tommy Zamp and I play guitar and get the lead out. If this is your first time here to my channel, guys, thank you so much for checking this out. I tour all over the country with Get the Lead Out. We are a Led Zeppelin tribute act, and on my days off, I'm home in my home studio and I'm making YouTube videos for you guys. I started this journey on YouTube just over a year ago, and I am going to set myself a goal, and I would like your help. So it is Halloween 2024 right now, October 31st, and I would like to hit the 5,000 subscriber goal in the next year. So hopefully, November 1st, 2025, I will have hit the 5,000 subscriber goal. That's my goal for this year. Last year, it was to release one video every single week of the year, and I did that. And now I'm setting another goal, like little baby steps. I'm not gonna go crazy and shoot for an unrealistic goal, but I'm at 1,700 as subscribers on the dot as of shooting this video today. And I thought, let's set a goal, 5,000. If you haven't yet already, please hit that like and subscribe, a little bell icon so you can be notified. And let's talk about gear and guitar and Zeppelin and if you guys have any ideas on videos and stuff that you would like me to do in the future, let me know in the comments below. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the Enigmatic 82 Overdrive Special Amp from Universal Audio. Okay, so what exactly is this, right? It is a amp simulator in pedal format. You can put it on your pedal board, you can put it straight into a recording interface, and instantly it's going to sound great. And there's all kinds of tweaks and stuff that you can do to it. I'm going to go over all the controls, but it is based off of a D-style amplifier. And what is that? That's a Dumble amplifier. Now, Dumble was a guy who made amps for certain people. Like if you listen to Robin Ford or Joe Bonamassa, John Mayer, Carlos Santana, that sort of thing, all those cats had Dumbles from the man himself. Now, those amplifiers go for hundreds of thousands of dollars, I believe. And I have never played one. I've never been in the same room as one, so I can't compare this to what an actual Dumble sounds like. I can take other people's words, other people that I respect. There's a lot of great channels out there that talk about that. One of them being this guy, Congilio. He just did a really great video on this. I watched it. It was very informative and very in-depth, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So I don't necessarily have experience playing a Dumble amplifier, and I'm gonna guess that neither do you, or a majority of you. And if you have, that's great, man. I am super jealous. That's very cool, and hopefully one day I'll be able to play through an actual real Dumble. But I do have a ton of experience playing through other amplifiers like Orange, Marshall, Vox, Supro, Fender, you name it. Even some boutique amps like Bad Cat. So that being said, I do have an ear for what sounds good, and this pedal sounds really good right out of the box. And in fact, so do the other pedals that I have, the Lion 68, the Ruby 63, and the Dream 65. They're all fantastic sounding amp in a pedal format. They all really do sound great. There's nothing wrong with them, and I know a lot of people don't like the actual simulation part of it. They're like, oh, I really want a real tube amplifier, but like in this case, the Dumble is $100,000+. This rocks out at $399. It's a pretty good deal. So let's get into it. All right, so let's go over the controls real quick. So you can see right here, you have your volume, and you have your overdrive and your output. So the volume is your normal input gain volume like you would on a regular amplifier. Your overdrive is how much of the oversaturation you want to put into that signal, and your output right here is your master, if you will. So that lets you how much of that you want to send to a cabinet, how much you want to send to your recording interface, etc. Below, you have a 3-band EQ, your bass, middle, and treble. And then in the center, this toggle switch right here, this is what is very cool about all of these amps. In the top, it's in the alternate selection. So you see everything in the parentheses. You have room and ratio right here at the top. And on the bottom, you've got deep, mid, presence, and bright. So what that allows you to do is when you toggle that switch off, now these knobs control how much room you want to blend in. It's going to give you that ambience and some of that lively sound. The ratio is how much of that overdrive you want to blend into that overdrive signal. So you could oversaturate it but only blend it in a little bit, or vice versa, whatever. You have plenty of options. Your deep mid, this is pretty cool. It really doesn't kick in until about right here, and I'll go over some sound examples in a second. And then your presence and your bright cap right here allow tons of tonal options. So you also have a tone switch right here. Now in the rock setting, it gives you kind of an extra preamp gain and some overdrive tones. And the jazz setting is for more like clean, some high headroom vibe. Tightens things up a little bit. It's a little more spanky. And the custom setting is a FET preamp circuit. So you do have a lot of options. Okay, so on the pedal itself, it would appear that there's only 3 cabinet selections, but that's not true. It's not 3, it's not 6, but it's 9. So one of the very cool things about this pedal and all of them is you can make presets. You can dial in your sound and store it. So the middle selector right here, if you push that down and use the app on your phone or an iPad, you're able to actually save it and name it. So if you're recording a session and like you're saying, hey man, this song, you know, blues take 1, I really like this tone right here. You can save it on the app as blues take 1, and when you go live, you go play a show somewhere, you bring the pedal with you, you pull up that preset, and you're good to go. And you plug it into a cabinet, you send it to the front of house, however it is you run your rig, and all of a sudden you've got, you know, it's right there ready to go for you. So the saving of presets, you can do it, I don't know if there's a limit, but I would assume that you can do a ton of them. And also being able to choose different cabinet simulations. So right now, this is a preset that I have set up, and it's using the green light on the GB25. So that's emulating a 4x12 with vintage 30s in it, all right? And it's mic'd up with a 414 condenser. So I'm going to go through just clicking down. This is a setting, and I'm just going to change the speaker cabinet so you can hear the difference, right? And I also like it's very dynamic. It reacts to like if you... Or... depending on how you're playing it, it reacts to your attack, which is very similar to playing a real amplifier, and I really, really enjoy that. So without it reacting the same way as an amplifier, that's when you start feeling like it's faking it. And I don't feel like this pedal fakes it in any way, okay? So let's go ahead and check out the next The next one down in the green setting on the D65 is going to be a late 60s 2x12 with JBL D120F speakers, and it's mic'd up with a dynamic 57 and a 414. Here you go. I like that. I like that a lot. So the next one down we have in the green light EV12. I'm reading off their site because it's very specific. I don't want to mess this up for you. It is a EVM12L speaker with a massive magnet and a 1x12 cabinet mic'd up with a 414. Let's take a listen. Okay, so let's go back and compare those three cabinets. Definitely darker. Down. Almost makes the Strat sound very AC/DC-like. Cool, right? Next one down. Darkens up a little bit again. All right, moving on. We're on the amber setting now. The amber setting is the last three. I'll go back to the red setting, which will be the first threes. I started in the middle, so sue me. Anyway, so this is amber in the GB25 setting. Again, it's another 4x12 cabinet, and it's got greenbacks in it with a ribbon 160 and a 57 on it. Sounds really good. I like that a lot. All right, moving on. We've got the next one down. We've got the D65. It's a 1x12 JBL G125 speaker mic'd up with a 421 dynamic microphone. All right, here we go. That's chimey. That's very chimey. I like that. All right. And next we've got the EV12 Amber is going to be a 2x12 cabinet with EVM 12L speakers with a 414 condenser, and it sounds like this. Man, that's raunchy. I dig it. Woo! I like that a lot. Man, I could play that all day long. It's spanky. I like it. All right, moving on to the actual beginning. When you get the pedal, it'll be The first 3 selections will be in the red LED, and the first one selection is the GB25. It's a 1x12 cabinet with a 25-watt greenback speaker mic'd up with a Ribbon 161. It sounds like this. Cleans up very nice. Man, that cleans up very nice. Very dynamic. Breaks up like a real amp. You can hone that in a little bit. Next up, we've got the D65, and it is a 2x12 cabinet with British 65-watt speakers, mic'd with a 57 and a 121 ribbon mic. I gotta say, I love ribbon mics on a guitar cabinet. They add a little bit of that darkness that you need. I think it rounds it out so nice. All right, moving on. In the third setting for the red LED, we have the EV12. It is a 2x12 cabinet with 67 condenser on it. Check it out. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through all 9 of them, and I'm going to play the exact same thing so you guys can kind of get an idea of what they sound like. I'm on a Strat and the neck pickup. Here's the very first position. Here he is. Next. Next. Onto the green LEDs. Next. Onto the amber LEDs. So the other thing you can do is you can bypass the cabinet simulation altogether. If you just keep clicking it down and all of the LEDs go away, then it's just going straight into whatever you have plugged into. It's not simulating any sort of speaker cabinet whatsoever. So that's a cool way you can bypass it. All in all, I really think that this pedal is amazing. I think it's great. It's a ton of fun to play. Again, if you're looking for some sort of different tones, just get a good sound out of what you have and then switch through the speakers. And now you can see how different and dynamic, and then you can tweak it from there. One suggestion I will make when you're trying to dial in your sound, keep it in the amp setting first. And by that, I mean right here. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll put everything at noon, move everything around so it turns everything off. All right. So get it out of the alternate selection and dial it in. mean, you can see how much range this thing has. Okay, I like that. So I'm just trying to make this quick. So that's how long it took to get a good sound. Right? Maybe a little too much of mids. All right, so I like that. So let me go to the alternate section. How much of that I want to drive in? Bring in some ambience. You can hear that deep kick in. Like I said, the deep kicks in like right around here somewhere. Almost at noon. Where was I at? The present. And there you have it. That's a different sound altogether. I think that sounds amazing. There you go, guys. So that, my friends, is the Enigmatic. Am I even saying that right? Enigmatic? I think so. The 82 Overdrive Special Amplifier by Universal Audio. So, if you haven't already, guys, hit that like and subscribe. Again, I'm trying to go for my new goal. I'm going for 5,000 subscribers by this time next year. So hopefully November 1st, 2025. That's my goal. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything else you want me to do later on, other videos, other ideas, things like that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I am looking forward to playing with Get the Let Out this weekend. Friday night we are in Keene, New Hampshire. And Saturday we are in Wallingford, Connecticut. So looking forward to running into my buddy Mike Hickey. He's bringing me a special Les Paul I'm going to be shooting a video on and hopefully playing it during the show. So if you're there, you'll get a little sneak peek as to what I'm talking about. And if not, hit that subscribe button so next week when I release that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Continue to be good to each other, my friends. As always, I'm Tommy Zamp. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.